We're going to pretend we're coming down the hallway. So you come from over there and you see the side of the hallway across from us. Remember to look for your name to find your locker. And our same side, remember, if there's a white hook next to your silver hook, the white hook does not hold heavy things. So it's a good one for jacket or for snow pants. Outside the door across from us, where our hand sanitizer is, you can use that one. Remember, we hand sanitize before we come in the room every single day. And outside our door are 2 desks now with more hand sanitizer. So we can do hand sanitizer here or straight across. And then we come into the room and now we see our paw print in the front for line leader is spot number 1. But I ran out of paw prints. So I use red tape for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we curve around just like we did before. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Notice the black footprints where we stand to do morning meeting. There's only 1 now. So when you come to stand to do morning meeting, you'll put 2 feet on one of the black ones. So just 2 of them right on there. Back to the front where you'll come in and see your sticks. You set your folder down. I found out lunch for the first day of school. It looks like it's a cheese pizza, but I found out that is actually like a cheese pizza Lunchable, so it's cold. And then there's a hot dog, and then the blue can is always lunch from home. So all the sticks are laid out there. Set your folder here. Don't forget to bring it. Might be a red one, might be a blue one, doesn't matter. Come in, put your iPad in your number with your name. Okay? If you brought your headphones home, be sure to bring them back. Your headphones can go inside your desk. On the side of your desk is your lunch lanyard hanging, just like before. In front of your desk now is a blue line, and your desk must stay at the blue line. Everybody has a blue line, and that way our desks will stay 3 feet apart. Also at your desk when you come in is your first morning job, where you write your name on your name card, work on your morning job. Don't forget to get breakfast if you're going to eat breakfast at school. And for the question of the day, bring it right over there. It's in the same place. And if you don't remember exactly what to do, here's our morning jobs chart that tells us exactly what we should do. All right, let's look at our book boxes. Book boxes are in the same place. Your number is the same, but your letter may have changed on your box. So you can check that out when you get here, because I've been noticing and seeing how you're doing when you're reading to me on Zoom when we were distance learning. So I know if you needed new letters on your box or not. And then remember, when we're doing small group reading time, right over there at the round table, you are doing one of these things, and I'll let you know what you're doing. It could be read to self. Remember, your job is on one side. It says you read the whole time, no stopping. Sit down the whole time. Your voice is quiet or off. You start right away. Your eyes are on the book. And our stamina, remember that funny word? we were able to do 20 minutes of read to self. And I was going to work with students, 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to add a number 4 to that because now I might have 4 students over at my table with me. Something else we did during small group reading time, if you were not at the table with me, you might have been doing word work. Students' jobs were to work the whole time, no stopping, sit down and stay in chair, zip the lips, stamina, we could do 20 minutes. We worked on our spelling words first and our star words second. We used our special pencils and we would put them away when we cleaned up. And for word work, let's look inside a book box. Remember, this is word work pouch. So you use everything in your word work pouch. And then you had a word work bear journal. So this is your word work bear journal. And sometimes when I'm working with kids over at the table, you could have been doing writing. For students, you would write the whole time, no stopping, write in the kids in school journal. And you've been practicing that this week. You stay at your desk, you zip your lips, but it's good to sound out words. And you'll write a story that is a yesterday, today story, or tomorrow. And that's what I've had you practice this week. So you would be remembering. So you've been doing that in your seesaw activities. At least you better be. If you were doing listening, your job was to listen the whole time, no stopping, zip the lips, use your iPad. You'd be on Epic, Raz, A to Z, HMH Readers, or eSpark Reading. And of course, I'll be working with students at the round table. Let's take a look at the round table. You notice those red X's? That means you cannot sit there. We need to keep 3 feet apart. So don't move your chair over when you come to the round table. And don't put your book or your papers or anything you're using on the red X. Only sit where there's a chair. And another thing I want to talk about today. We notice our rule wall. It hasn't changed, but the tiniest little bit. And I'm going to show you where that tiny little bit is. Rules for Group A and Group B. Well, that just means rules for everybody now. Want you to listen carefully because this is important when we come back. Number 1, listen to grown-ups at school. 2, follow directions the first time. 3, keep your hands and feet to yourself. 4, work and try hard. 5, kind words and actions. We're always kind to our friends, and our actions mean we are not hurting them. This is the one that changed a little bit. Now it says we are 3 feet apart, but 6 feet from me. That means you need to be 6 feet apart away from a grown-up. So 3 feet away from friends, 6 feet from grown-ups. Number 7, keep your mask over your nose and mouth. Wear a clean mask too. Remember, we talked about that before. We wear clean underwear and clean masks. They need to go in the wash machine. And number 8, wash or sanitize our hands often. Here's the ones in red. If we are not following these important rules, as we come back, we'll get a warning or a reminder. We might change a card. Might have to change it again. Might have to go to the partner classroom. I might have to call home, or you might have to go see Mr. Cooper. So that part about keeping our mask over our nose, over our mouth. Remember our dog poster. First dog, no. Under his chin, no. Second dog over his ear, no. Third dog under his chin, no. And the last dog over his nose, over his mouth, perfect. Just like my friend Willie up there. Remember him? He's got it over his nose, over his mouth. Remember that part about changing cards. So if you get a warning or a reminder because you're not following rules, then the next thing would be to change a card. And our cards are still in the same place. And here's what we would do. If we have to change a card, the blue goes to the back and then we are green. If we have to change again, the green goes to the back and then we are yellow. If we have to change again, yellow goes to the back and then we're orange. And again, we would get to red. If we get to red, there are much bigger consequences for that. Okay? Blue means you're making excellent choices. Green, ready to learn. Yellow means you've got to think about what you're doing and what's going on. Orange means you need to make better choices. And red means probably going to contact your parent or Mr. Cooper. Okay? So here's your tour for today. I don't know if you'll get a tour tomorrow. I don't think there'll be many more big changes. I think the classroom is really getting there and it's just about ready for you.